recording. This is the rescuer-based unsupported pickoff for a clinging subject or victim. I'm doing the rescue all by myself, so my primary is on the yellow with the descender. My backup is the ASAP sober access mobile fall arrest on the red, connected into my sternal point. I've already reached my victim. I put a seat harness on him, or he's helped me put a seat harness on, and that's all you really need. You don't really need any kind of full body support or any chest support unless they're unconscious, in which case I'd have to like wrap something around the chest and bring him up into my system to keep his airway intact. So if you look at the connections for the patient or the subject, this is important. Their primary is on some sort of lanyard. In this case, I used the adjustable lanyard that's part of my ascending kit. It's called the Progress Adjust, but you could use any kind of lanyard as long as it's strong enough. And this is the primary connection. They're connected into my descender, not onto my harness, but onto my descender through the spine right here. That's important, because if they're connected onto my harness, it'll wrench my harness in opposite directions, and he'll be loaded on me and not the system. And so here, this whole mess is just my personal ascending kit, but it has a ring with a carabiner. So this whole thing is just any kind of like fixed lanyard or adjustable lanyard will do just fine. The backup, or the second point of connection for our subject, is another some type of lanyard. You can make it up here. I used an adjustable Purcell to the same point in this case, because all he has is a seat harness. I've elected not to put him in a chest harness, and I'm going up to where our backup is, right there, connected to the carabiner of the backup, the mobile fall arrest. He's being belayed through the same ASAP that I'm on, and that's okay as long as I'm using the ASAP sober access. If I'm using the 40 or 20, I can't get away with that, because Hutzel did the testing, and this is the only one that would hold up in their tests without de-sheathing the rope. So here you go, Jan. Let's give the camera back to you. And so what I'm gonna do, actually, let's give it back to me. So I'm gonna basically coach my my subject, and I'm gonna have him kind of do that leap of faith, and we're gonna step off the ledge. And so as he does that, we're gonna weight the system, and this is starting to get weighted nice and easy, and I'm gonna try to get around him and bring him into me. And so let's get your arm out. There you go, just like that. So I'm wrapped into him like this. I can use an Aztec in here if I want to as well. So he's loaded on the primary between my legs. Sometimes I just have to watch my crotch to make sure that this is a taut line and I don't want it banging up against my junk. And this is his backup right here. A little bit loose, but really that's less than a couple inches of slack, so that's fine. So I'm gonna choke up. There you go, yeah. I'm gonna choke up the last little inch right there. And so now I've made all my connections. We're both connected in the system on 2 points. This is a two-person lower, so I need more friction on my descender. So if you pan, you see like, okay, we have the standard brake hand here, but I need something else to add some more friction, like another bend. And so a really good way to do this, if I don't have the new IDs that have that friction horn in there, that's an option, but this is an old ID. So if you pan down to my harness down here, I'm gonna elect to use just a random carabiner as a directional, just like that. And now I'm gonna control the speed just like that. So now we can go down and watch the ladder. And we're getting lowered. Nice and controlled. Different descenders have different ratings and capabilities. The clutch says that you don't have to do this, but it's always a good practice to go high friction, and then you can back off, as opposed to starting off with not enough friction and trying to add it on later. It's a lot more difficult. Jan, you on the ground?
On the ground.
Okay, Jan's on the ground, I'm on the ground, and we made it.